You're listening to the Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Gulseth.
And it is Friday.
Flannel Friday.
Well, except for it's really not Friday, but we're recording this week because we had the opportunity to meet with some outstanding high school students, Lutheran high school students, who are participating in the Young Entrepreneur Sharing event from Lutheran Church Extension Fund and taking place right here at the International Center. So we get to record with them on Tuesday, and they're all anxious and nervous because they're sharing presentations, but they're also excited to be in the studio here at KFUO. So we're sharing with this with you on Friday after the winner is announced, right? After they've had all their hard work and they get to find out who won. So maybe we'll find out some secrets.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like secrets.
And learn about the competition. So we have several Lutheran high schools in the St. Louis area participating. We have, 3 high schools? Is that right? In the studio this morning. Who do we have over here? What high school do we have this morning?
Yeah, Lutheran High School North. Lutheran
High School North. Glad to have you here this morning. Looking forward to learning about your participation in the competition. Yes.
We have Metro East Lutheran High School.
Metro East, welcome. And who else do we have here this morning?
St. Paul Farmington.
Let's try that again. Make sure I have the right microphone on.
St. Paul Farmington.
St. Paul Farmington. So glad to have you all here today as a part of the Yes event. Let's start over here with Lutheran High School North. Why did you choose to participate in the Yes event? Well, before that, maybe somebody could give us a quick rundown. What is the Yes event? What is Young Entrepreneurs Sharing?
So it's a bunch of Lutheran high schools coming together to share their business plans for a business that would help their community and help the environment.
Awesome. Now, why did you guys decide to participate?
Well, our business teacher needed someone to participate. He asked us, and we all are interested in business and hope to go into that in the future. So we said yes and decided to do it.
Awesome.
Yes.
He said yes. I know. Metro East, why did you all decide to participate?
We decided to participate because we wanted to give back to the community in a safe way and trying not to make a profit, but giving back to the community. So it wasn't just for us. We wanted to do something a little different than anybody else would do. So we went out there and started looking into environmental projects that we could do.
Awesome. And Farmington?
Well, we did the project for a class at first, and then our principal came up to us and he was like, hey, do you want to go do this thing that's really cool and get out of school for a day? So we said sure.
We said sure, we'll do a thing.
Get out of school for a day.
All right, now it is, as we're recording right now, it's Tuesday morning. Who has presented so far? All right, so Lutheran High School North, and we have 2 more teams yet to present today. Is that right? Oh, you are. St. Paul Farmington already presented, so we have yet to hear from Metro East. So we can't give away your secrets then. And you all don't get to hear the other teams, do you, when they're presenting, or do you?
No, we've listened to them.
You've listened to them. Okay, so we can share from St. Paul and we can share from Lutheran North, but we can't share from Metro East yet, right? Got it. Secrets up your sleeves?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Let's keep it a secret.
All right, so let's go with St. Paul. What did you bring to the table for the Yes event this year?
Well, we have a product that is goat soap milk.
Oh.
Goat milk soap.
As opposed to milk that's made from soap, it's soap made from milk.
Right.
Very good. Okay.
That's a significant difference.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, we wanted to make a soap that was chemical free from, like, most soaps are mass produced and they have all sorts of harsh chemicals in them that are bad for your skin. So.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything through the process of going through designing your presentation, your product?
Well, I think we learned a lot more about the actual process because it's more of just like a going through the motions thing. And when we actually wrote it down, we were like, okay.
Lutheran North, what about you guys? What did you? What is your presentation about?
Well, we created a company called Cruiser. It originally stood for Crusaders Sharing Rides. That's a school mascot, but we like the name, so we stuck with it. And so it's a ride-sharing company focused on helping students go to and from school every day. we want to, help the environment by cutting down the number of cars on the roads, but we also want to ease the minds of parents who are worried about their kids driving to school.
Sure. What did you guys learn throughout this process?
We learned that trying to start a business is a lot of work. It was a lot harder than we expected, even with the amount of people we had working on it.
Yeah.
Metro East, we don't want to steal your thunder, but what did you learn in the process? We don't want to give away your product just yet. You haven't done your presentation, but what did you learn in the process?
Well, we learned a lot about like making a business and like the SWOT analysis, everything that goes into like thinking about starting a business and the cost and everything like that. So, yeah.
So you ready to start a business?
I guess so. Yeah, sure.
Oh, SWOT analysis. Brings back memories.
So you've learned a lot in this process. Who do you think is going to win this year? It's all about the competition? No? Yeah?
Well, yeah.
I think we're just in it for the fun.
For the learning.
Yeah.
For the learning. Anyone else want to share something that you've learned in the YES event? Dylan?
Well,
Dylan's always got something to say.
yeah. I've learned that making a business isn't really that easy whenever it comes down to like marketing and stuff like that. We really couldn't ask a whole lot out of our sponsors since it was only like for us as a group to do. They're just there to supervise. I've learned that whenever it comes down to a business, there's a lot of permits and stuff that you have to get also, and a lot of government rules that you have to abide by. That was a big problem for us whenever we wanted to do certain things, but I think we worked around it and learned that not everything's possible by just turning something over and actually, oh, you can do that right now. I'm thinking about it now. You can do it now, and then it'll be all peachy at the end. You can't like think about it and then implement it right away. There's a bunch of steps that you have to go through.
Dylan shared that they discovered some hurdles along the way. How about the rest of you? Did you discover some hurdles along the rest of the way, and how did you face those hurdles?
I wouldn't necessarily call this one a hurdle, more of like trying to figure out the right idea that's practical and can actually be used within schools. Because at first we started off, we knew that we wanted to reduce carbon emissions, and we were talking about electric cars and how Lutheran private schools usually don't have a bus system. So our big bright idea was to have Tesla buses at first. And then we decided, okay, come on now, guys. And then we were like, well, we could just do what kind of like Uber and Lyft are doing and just have that.
Yeah. What about you, Farmington?
So basically the assignment was to like put it into our school somehow. That was probably what we had the most trouble with. But we've had not a business but a hobby for a really long time of making goat milk soap. So we really just had to make the business plan for it to be in the competition.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty trying figuring out how we could infiltrate it into our school, but we decided that instead of plastic waste bottles, like a plastic bottle of soap that everyone throws away and never recycles, we would just put mini bars of soap. But it also poses a problem with hygiene because, some people just like with a wet hand would grab it, getting water on the other soap. So we made them like smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like a one-use kind of thing.
How interesting. I'm fascinated by that. How have your schools supported you throughout this process? Who wants to go first?
So for our ride sharing company, we sent out a survey to all the students in the school and just to see who was interested, if anyone at all was interested, and just seeing that people at our school would, like a service like this was kind of some encouragement for us to actually go out and figure it all out.
Metro East, who is supportive of you in your preparations?
Our principal was probably the most supportive, Dr. Krause. He was really great. He gave us all the information for the Yes Challenge, the rules that we needed to follow, and he said take it from there, and so that's basically how everything worked, yeah.
St. Paul, who is supportive of you?
Well, the original project we did about this, our personal finance teacher, Mr. Smith, he was really interested in how the soap was made and like everything about the goats and all that, so he pushed us to create this, and then our principal got us involved with this project. So
now, do the goats stay at school too? Do you have to keep the goats at school?
Don't.
No. Okay. Oh man, that would have been a fun part of the project. Now, in addition, you're doing this project. You know, the business plan and all of this. In addition to all of your other studies, how did you manage to balance this with your other studies and other extracurricular activities? How did you manage your time in order to do this and to present a project successfully today?
So we meet after school and during some study halls that we have throughout the day. That was really tricky because a lot of our classes that we have are really important. Not more important than like other classes, but a lot of classes that we struggle in. We really need to attend those. So it was really hard to work around other people's schedules. So we sometimes meet after school and sometimes meet during the hours that we can like get past with homework and other times that we can make up the work.
St. Paul?
It was actually a bit of a challenge, but at the same time it was kind of easy because my two partners play a lot of sports and I work a part-time job. So it took a little bit, but our principal is also our geometry teacher. And we have the highest grades in the class, so this is our final for the semester.
Nice.
So we've taken time out of this class, or geometry, and time out of chemistry to create the project.
All right, so we had quite a few late nights that we had to work on this. But our business teacher, Mr. Andorf, was very understanding of this and gave us some time in his classes to work on this project, and so he could help us troubleshoot and things like that.
Has it been an enjoyable experience? Has the work paid off?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, it has.
Very good. If you had the opportunity to do it again, would you?
Definitely.
Probably.
Well, thank you to the students from Metro East Lutheran High School, Lutheran High School North, and St. Paul's Lutheran School in Farmington, Missouri, for being part of the Yes Challenge with Lutheran Church Extension Fund and being our guest on the Coffee Hour. Mm-hmm. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Golseth.